All right, awesome. So thank you to Manny's. So the next comedian coming to the stage, you're going to love this guy. He moved to Billings about a year ago and decided to start stand-up comedy because it was cheaper than therapy. And I absolutely love him. He's a grill master. So as a grill master, he is 90% beef, and not just any beef, 90% smoked meat. I don't know. He smokes meat? I don't know. And 10% cake. This is his first time performing in front of a paid audience. So let's give a warm welcome to my good friend Travis Stripp.
I know what everybody's thinking. Travis Stripp, what a great name for a comedian. And you'd be right. It's also a great conversation starter for those shy strippers. So I'm Travis, I'm 43, I'm your basic white male. Divorced, couple of kids. You probably didn't need my pronouns though. This sounds a lot like my Tinder profile, let's just go with that. I've had it 6 years, off and on. Yeah, oh. Hasn't gained much traction, so it's kind of like a country song. Chubby but funny. We'll see, it's early. Looking for real love in all the wrong places. Table for one, drinks for two. I need to add my lights on there. I never have done it in 6 years, but obviously moms, anything mom related. Soccer moms, dog moms, Jeep moms. But surprisingly I need to add gilfs. And you guys just gonna have to stick with me on this story for a minute. I ran into this beautiful lady the other night. She's 37 years old and ended up being a grandma. I know what you're thinking, she's too old for me. And normally it'd be right. This is the exception to that rule. So I heard her out, and it turns out being a gilf is just a simple math equation, right? It's all about that turnaround time. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. So if you haven't guessed, I got a little bit of white trash in me. And like Mike said, I just moved up here to Montana, and you guys tell me if I'm going backwards. This time last year, I lived in Wyoming in a house on 80 acres with a cute little 10-spot trailer park on it. Fast forward a year, I'm in Billings living in a trailer park by the dump. You guys tell me if I'm going backwards. And I want it to be known that these are my people. Like, this is where I belong. There's something about a trailer park that just keeps me, you know, rooted and grounded. It really lets me know where I came from. And let's be honest, probably where I'm staying. Oh, you know, I got enough white trash in me that I still believe in the lottery fairy. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's a tooth fairy for adults that live in trailer parks. So every time I buy a ticket, I know that I got the winning ticket. I've already got that money spent. I've got that big grin driving from the gas station on empty with my fuel light still on. And if I did win, there would be signs. For starters, a double wide. A double wide closer to the river than the dump. And also the strippers' names would change. They'd be really high-end exotic. Something like a Mercedes, Lexus, throw in a Paris. They're going to be fancy enough we won't be able to find them around here. We're going to have to Uber them in from Bozeman or Missoula, maybe. The kind of strippers I can afford now, their names tell a story. A lot of them are named after pet names that ex-boyfriends gave them, like Charity, Nemesis. Never met one named Heaven, though. And they're also named after NASCAR tracks and 70s muscle cars. You got your classic Daytona, Talladega, Bristol. Yeah, me too. So like I said, these names tell a story. Chevelle, for instance. Chevelle didn't grow up in a trailer park. You know how I know? She would have been a Nova if she did. These are the kind of strippers that aren't going to nursing school anymore. They're just strippers. Heck yeah. These strippers, when they give you a lap dance and there's that part where you have to do the awkward conversation, you can skip over the part about how many kids they have. You can just count the footprint tattoos. If they don't have any of those, just count the C-section scars. Enough about winning the lottery and changing the strippers' names. I realize I'm probably not going to win because I don't play enough, but I'm going to keep trying. The closest I'm ever going to get to winning the lottery is my youngest kid turning 18. Do we have any divorced parents out there? All right, everybody at my table. So when your youngest turns 18, you don't pay child support anymore. You don't have to walk on eggshells with those awkward conversations with your ex. Yeah, no shit. But my youngest turned 18 about a year ago, and it took me quite a while to realize the true freedom that gave me. And when I realized it, I realized this is white trash lottery. When your youngest turns 18 and you have a vasectomy. So it took me a while to realize this, and I got a text from my ex-wife, and it read, and I'm sure I still have the screenshot, so I'm going to quote it. It read, "I heard you're running around with that whore Stacy." Busted. But I wasn't going to say that. And the old Travis would have said anything at all to appease her. Anything to keep me out of a courtroom and a judge telling me what I'm doing wrong with my life, i.e. writing bigger checks. So I would have said something like, it was once, she didn't meet the kids, I was down bad. That's what I would have told her, but instead I pulled the most bonehead move ever. I just said what came to my mind first, and I said just my type. And as soon as I said it, I go, shit. I'm done. She's going to unload on me, and immediately those texting bubbles just... And I could hear her angry voice. I didn't know what she was saying, but I could hear it. And then the bubbles disappeared, and then they started again, and I go, oh no. Oh no, I'm in trouble. And I get a text back from her that says, what is that supposed to mean? And this is true freedom. This is second place to winning the lottery in my book. I found freedom this day when I said, I married you, didn't I? That's my time. Thank you, Billings.